Welcome, Sarah. Sarah says, "Hello, peace and love. What is your vision on compassion? I feel my compassion goes way down when my expression is not regarded as significant, my speech overridden and flow blocked by someone. It's like the people who actually are receivers of compassion, very few and occasional. Rest are all unconsciously shifting their energy of conversation into their own complex, rigid beliefs, proving the situation they are into. As seer, I observe and also can guide, but despite the invitation, there is armor in people to receive the expression I have. There is an immediate sense of obstruction for my expressive outlet. Some people want to join us, invite us, but aren't ready for us. Can you illuminate? What is the true meaning of compassion for others? Thank you." Yes, I feel the same. I feel the same. Let's go from the start. I feel that my compassion goes way down when my expression is not regarded as significant, my speech overridden and flow blocked. Yes, I feel the same way. This is our bitterness. This is the accumulation of our projector bitterness for not being heard our entire lives. So it's a situation where somebody's gonna come in front of you and you're gonna see everything that you see and everything that we see, and they might speak about their life, and then it's kind of your turn and you feel like you can help them, and you start speaking to help them. You just express whatever you want to express and you get shut down. So few things. First, it's never about what you say, it's never about the sentences, it's never about the language. It's the fact that your frequency is a frequency of possibilities and change, and their frequency is a frequency that is locked into nothing can be done. This is how it is. This is because the vast majority of population is in that locked state. And it's usually not another person like us, like a projector, that's going to snap them out of it. What is almost always needed for people to get out of the shadow frequencies, whether they are repressed or if they are reactive to things, is some sort of crisis, some sort of big thing, big shock that pulls them out of it. And since we are mostly gentle and kind of yin, it's not, let's say that's one occurrence. And then when you say your speech becomes overridden and flow blocked and people can't hear you, you feel like the energy exchange is not reciprocal, and then you stop having compassion. What activates at that moment is something that I have in myself, and that is bitterness and resentment that comes out, and my ego says, like, I don't care about your life because you don't want to listen to me speak. Like, why would I listen to your problems and then I have like 15 seconds of airtime to say something and then it's going to be about your life again? And you see, that's the thing. This is where the compassion comes in. This is where the compassion comes in, because what we have to be compassionate about is that the people that do this to you, they don't have time for you. They don't have space for you. They don't have emotional money, if you want. It's let's not say money, like currency. This is where the compassion comes in. The compassion comes in when we look at the majority of the population in the world barely surviving, and being locked in into a lack state, whether it's lack of money, whether it's lack of time, whether it's lack of presence, lack of emotional support, lack of guidance, lack of knowledge, lack of access to everything that we do have. And then it's different degrees of lack, and somebody doesn't breathe good long enough and take breaks, and somebody didn't have someone to tell them that it's okay. Like most of our parents were not conscious what they were doing. It's only our generation slowly, and maybe people between our parents and us, so people who are like 40-ish now, are becoming conscious, and then we are going to be conscious parents. So the compassion is that the person cannot hear you. It's not about you, it's not about me why they can't hear us. It's not like I made a bunch of videos about this, how I feel unworthy and lacking of love or whatever when I try to say something, whatever it is, and people give me adverse reactions. It's just the difference in frequency. It's the difference in the mindset. And there you have to have compassion. The fact that you ask how to have compassion, ask yourself why does this person, why are they unable to hear you? Why are they talking over you? Why are they interrupting you? Why is their nervous system not able to hear what you have to say? And then when you answer those whys, it is all the things that they are lacking, all the things they're locked into, and then you have compassion. It's if they had all these things, they would be able to hear you. And then you would be looking at a person who is integrated, who is whole, who is happy in their lives. I'll give you a few examples. Like, I walk into the store, I want to get some orange juice. I want to get like a liter of orange juice in the morning or whatever. And I walk into the store, and it's rush hour. People are buying things. Maybe it's not the morning. Maybe it's 12 p.m. Maybe it's 3 p.m. Just that it's like a very stressful situation inside a place in society where people are almost always stressed out. And these are supermarkets, these are farmers markets, this is any place that has a lot of people and a lot of currency exchange and a lot of movement and a lot of either lack or abundance. It's just a market environment, let's say, in human design, a market or a kitchen environment at the you know and I'm just walking in, and I go to the place where the juice is squeezed, or it doesn't matter, whatever it is. I know what I want in the store, and I come in, and something was happening that there wasn't any of the thing. I wanted a pineapple, there wasn't a pineapple. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So I came in and I came out just carrying my backpack, and it happened a few times now that as I'm coming out, there are these ladies at the tills, at the checkouts, that stop me and want me to come, so they look into my backpack and into my bag to see that I didn't steal anything. And now I'm starting to ignore them because I just go out, and they're not going to get off the checkout when there's a huge line and run after me. But the first few times I stopped, even though like the atmosphere is horrible and they project onto my fifth line and whatever. And open my backpack, I show it to them, I open my bag, which has other items completely unrelated, like an empty bottle of something, or just doesn't matter. And then they look at it and they see that I'm like visibly bitter. They see in me that I'm like, why am I always the villain? Why am I always the one being singled out at every single airport, at every single border crossing, at every single grocery store? I am the one that everyone thinks that I did something wrong. And that's the fifth line. That's the projection field. And then I see in them this little glimmer in their eyes. And I also used to see it in some other jobs that I used to do. Like, I used to work for some time, I used to work as a person in the warehouse of a health store. I used to be, customer service when people come and buy stuff in the health store. I was in one of the big fashion stores. I was in the basement sorting out clothes. These were like really low paying jobs that I did when it was needed. And I used to come across the same glimmer in eyes of people when they see you agitated, and it's the highlight of their day. And then I was like, I feel that energy. I'm like, and I go out and I walk and I feel so angry and bitter. And then I'm like, why? Why am I the angry and bitter one when I'm gonna get out of this store with this accusation on my back? And I didn't steal anything. I know why they wanted to do it, because they thought I stole something. You walk inside a store, you walk out, you didn't pay for anything, so it's immediately suspicious. And then I'm like, that person, that lady, that girl, that whatever the age is, there was a glimmer of happiness, that little rascally happiness that someone else in front of you is agitated. And I genuinely feel like being played with, being toyed with for someone's amusement. And you say to yourself, I say to myself, like, what kind of a life do these people lead when what just happened, seems like it's the highlight of their entire day? And then you have compassion, because I'm going to get out of the store. I didn't steal anything. I'm just going to go and find another store that has the pineapple or whatever I'm looking for. And that person is staying, and they have 50 people in line, all frustrated about their jobs, and they have to be there for another 3 hours until their shift is done, and they have to be standing. And that was the same for the people at the basement job that I was doing, and the people in the warehouse job that I was doing, where nothing is actually about us. These reactions and these shutdowns are not about us. It's about the difference, and it's about what is going on in people's lives outside of this interaction. We cannot get space from people who don't give themselves space. Nobody can listen to you if they don't listen to themselves. Nobody can accept a solution from a projector, Sarah, if they are not looking for the solution, if they're not solution oriented. So all these things, like our own bitterness, will come into in the way of the compassion. I believe what you are asking me is, oh, sorry about that. I believe what you're asking me is um, how to help them and feel good about yourself, even though they can't hear you. And the answer is you can't. I believe, yeah, we have almost the same design, almost the same open centers, except for the solar plexus, which is not defined in my chart. But I feel very much synchronicity between the things you are having trouble with, and that is, how do I help them even though they can't hear me? And how not to feel this bitterness? Well, it's impossible. It's the compass. It is what is showing you that you're not supposed to be there. And it's a bit overwhelming how often and what the percentage is of the actual people that you're not supposed to guide. But still we try. We try, and that's proving, yeah, these are all things that you are unpacking as you have recently stepped into human design. So yeah, let's end it here. Yeah, I feel this is enough. Thank you, Sarah. Feel free to expand on this, ask further questions here. This is the Insight Timer course classroom, and anyone else also listening in on this response can ask questions of any kind. This is the Projector Masterclass space for students, but you can definitely ask questions about general life, either here or on the other courses on Insight Timer. Thank you, Sarah, for this dope question. I feel that always feel like I could talk. I could like I could go into gates and everything, but let's keep it bite-sized or meal-sized at least. Right. Thank you so much. Peace, health, and abundance. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe, like, leave a comment below, ask a question, or share your story. Check out my audio courses: Human Design Basics, Intermediate and Advanced, Human Design Projector Masterclass, and Elemental Balancing course. You can listen to the first lesson of each course for free. Once purchased, stream as much as you like and learn at your own pace. Check out the testimonials from happy students. Join the League of Wanderers community. You can join on the weekly community and support calls. You can book one-on-one personal human design reading and coaching calls with me. You can join us on the Insight Timer app for stress release movement classes and Q&A sessions. There is a newsletter you can sign up for, and there are my free ebooks to download. My merch web shop is available if you would like to get my original artwork and designs printed on a variety of high-quality products. You can also contact me for commissions and graphic design work. Last but not least, you can follow me on Instagram. All the mentioned services and offerings can be found on icreatelines.com, and also check out the description of the video for more details. If you have any questions of any kind, if you would like to collaborate, if you want to come on a podcast, or you have suggestions and feedback, don't hesitate to contact me. I wish everyone peace, health, and abundance.